Oh, good morning, TIs, TI community in the UK, around the world on this Boxing Day. Morning in the UK, coming up. So it's about 11ish anyway, about 11 o'clock. Yeah, 10:59. Right, today's news from China. As a TI community now, we've been trying to warn the communities and the public about these technologies that our covert abusers are experimenting on. Obviously, different countries are ahead or behind other governments and countries that want to find these technologies and are advancing their military and their intelligence services with these mind control, directed energy weapons, frequency weapons, microwave weapons, thermal energy, infrared, ultrasound, X-ray, all goes hand in hand, along with sound recording devices, cyber hacking, computer hacking, mobile hacking, like Edward Snowden says. Yeah, all goes hand in hand with trying to develop these technologies, trying to train their people and countries that are heavily involved in it all. And they use the sectors, council, yeah, healthcare, mental health, NHS, they're all involved in it all, even though we're trying to help people, we're trying to develop technologies to advance their sectors in healthcare, public health, NHS, mental health. Yeah, but they can be used in nefarious ways, yeah, to target people and try and create customers for the sectors. And when targets concerned citizens that have experienced these weapons are trying to warn the public about it all, they try and silence the whistleblowers, the people who are exposing it all, the targets, when the local council gets a bit uncomfortable and realise that their secrets are getting out, and the way they do it all is getting out to the public. And so every now and then, it says some of our community members are getting kidnapped, getting ambushed, yeah, getting abused, and sectioned into mental health, because we're just telling the truth, exposing the system, we're exposing what's going on around us. And the government abusers who do all this don't like it. They try and social engineer the family court protections, yeah, with all kinds of bullshit made up to label the TIs, the whistleblowers, the people exposing it all in the cities, in the towns, in the villages, in the areas, in the countries, yeah, by making out we are mentally disturbed, deluded, making these things up, when we're not, when it's all coming out in the mainstream, yeah, and it's all being declassified that these technologies and these equipments are out there. So the latest development in China, you can watch this short video.
China is reportedly looking for a way to teach soldiers to operate weapons with just their minds. Fox News national security correspondent Jennifer Griffin has that story.
It would be literally like putting a device into your brain that can launch a missile.
It sounds like a sci-fi thriller. New intelligence shows China is using technologies like gene editing and brain-machine interfaces to enhance military capabilities and control its own people. Machines that could allow a Chinese commando to discharge a weapon with just a thought, not a trigger finger.
That's what they mean by brain control technology. It's like a new field.
This month, the Biden administration targeted the emerging threat by levying sanctions on 37 Chinese biotechnology companies that have ties to this research that experts say include so-called mind control weapons. Former DNI John Ratcliffe warns against the U.S. trying to keep up with China's unscrupulous efforts.
We're not going to place our own soldiers, sailors, and airmen at risk, which is what the intelligence tells us the Chinese are willing to do. They want to advance at any cost, including those that are harmful to their own population.
The U.S. has no scruples about smearing China by every means.
The Pentagon says Beijing already uses these technologies, including biometric surveillance tools and facial recognition, to track dissidents and journalists and to suppress the Uyghurs.
Broadly speaking, we see that China and their military continues to develop advanced technologies and capabilities which are clearly designed to reinforce their very coercive, very
aggressive behavior. Republican lawmakers have called on Commerce Secretary Gina Raimondo, whose department levied the latest sanctions against dozens of Chinese biotech companies, to do more. Senator Marco Rubio has proposed a bill to restrict U.S. investment in more Chinese military companies that may one day produce mind control weapons. At the Pentagon, Jennifer Griffin, Fox News.
Hey, Sean Hannity here. Hey, click here to subscribe to Fox News YouTube page and catch our hottest interviews and most compelling analysis. You will not get it anywhere else.
And so what I'm exposed in Coventry, yeah, this is what we train them on Mother, yeah, all the sector workers, the sector abusers, yeah, the NHS smalls,
Live streaming can
mental
be
health
tricky, and
administrators,
sometimes trying to find the right spot.
psychiatrists, clinical psychologists, yeah, the police, the fire service, yeah, because they did it all before, using all the old tech linked to the military, linked to the Navy. Yeah, they used sonar and radar, yeah, before the internet technology, the thermology, infrared got developed, yeah, and the sonar and radar see-through technology, yeah, it's a ground penetrating radar, yeah, which can bounce through windows, through walls, yeah, bounce through the rooms when they pinpoint their targets. Along with a auditory effect, yeah, type in audio spotlight, yeah, Google it, you can't find all kinds of videos exposing the system, what they're showing to college kids, to university kids who want to work for intelligence services or for the government or for the armed forces. Yeah, for the sector, psychiatrists, psychologists know about these technologies, and they've been using it, yeah, ever since they opened the institutions. Yeah, don't forget technology advances, every so many advances in technology, advances in communications. Yeah, the psychiatrists and psychologists who work in mental health sectors, yeah, they go out targeting people, and they know how to get to people's emotions. Yeah, try and irritate people. Yeah, and now it says they're radiating people so they can get reactions out of them. Yeah, and then capture it all. So that's why they're 24-hour, 365 days a year surveillance monitoring, because they're capturing everything, they're photographing it all, they're sound recording it all, and they're videoing targets 24 hours a day as they learn how to use this equipment and learn how to try and agitate the target. Yeah, it's a big training day for a lot of the people, while the experienced ones who order the millions around, yeah, they're sitting as audience members in cinema rooms, getting real-time edited data of the targets while they're being tortured. Yeah, so that's making a social engineer stitch up and frame up into mental health. Yeah, or the more abusive the covert operators are, yeah, they can radiate people to death. Yeah, they can aim at certain parts of their limbs, minds, bodies and souls, and try and disable the targets. Yeah, and they get a buzz out of it. Yeah, because they're narcissists. Yeah, they can blind people. Yeah, they can injure people's limbs all over their bodies and aiming the equipment on their bodies. Yeah, they can give people cancer, skin cancer. Yeah, and so, yeah, it's all, I mean, you have to realise about social engineering. Yeah, social engineering. Yeah, it runs deep in governments, runs deep in the police, in the councils, in the NHS, healthcare, public health, mental health, and the NHS. Yeah, because otherwise, if people, yeah, do not have disabilities, do not get many disabilities because they're exposed to this equipment and they put a stop to all. Yeah, you eventually over time, if they didn't research it all, yeah, there won't be many people going into mental health. There won't be many people going into adult care homes or going to the NHS or to medical insurers to have operations. Yeah, they've been doing this for decades and generations, creating customers. Yeah, because, like it says, it's like organisations, isn't it? Yeah, organisations all over the world. Yeah, they have to have customers to keep the business running. Yeah, so all you people out there, so it's just time you wake up and realise what targets are talking about. Ain't lies. Yeah, we just don't do it for fun. I mean, taking time out of our lives to expose the system. We're doing it because we're being abused every day. Yeah, and these abusers think they can control, dictate, and ruin our everyday lives. So we have to do something. Otherwise, yeah, we just end up sitting here in silence. Yeah, being disrupted in every aspect of our lives. And so something needs to be done, something needs to give. Yeah, and it's about time these governments started exposing the rogue covert operators, the experimenters, the researchers out there who go around, and the armed forces, mercenaries who go around testing all these technologies and these weapons, yeah, everywhere, all over the world, and start bringing out some stiff laws linked to Nuremberg Treaty, linked to Nuremberg trials, linked to court martials, linked to the Geneva Convention, human rights, privacy rights and work rights, and start to imprison people and make it a worldwide law. Anyone caught with this equipment will face heavy prison sentences. If not, well, even more severe, given corporal punishment. Yeah, because that's what they're dishing out themselves. Yeah, taking the law into their own hands and doing corporal punishment, criminal activity on targets all over the world who are getting ready to death. Yeah, or getting maimed, getting disabled. So everybody, apart from that, have a good Boxing Day. Enjoy the rest of your festive holidays. And TIs, keep it real. Over and out.